All right, well, welcome to this information session from the Department of Cyber and Computer Sciences here at the Citadel. I want to say thank you for taking the time to be with us today. I know even though a lot of us are stuck at home, it still can be a busy time and with a lot to do, especially finishing up school. And in fact, today is the last day of classes at the Citadel, and so we've all been on Zoom pretty much all day today. We hope you are well, hope your families are safe and sound, and that you're abiding well during these uncertain times. But my name is Michael Verdicchio. I'm an associate professor here in the department. I'm also the graduate program director, and I'm pleased to welcome you to this session. We've invited today prospective students, parents, guardians. We have on the call today people who are for sure matriculating to the Citadel this fall. We have some other folks on the call who are still deciding. And so we have some information that can help each of you in your decision-making process, whether that is exclusively Citadel or whether you're still to be determined. We also have people on the call today that are for sure planning to major in computer science or cyber operations, the majors we house within our department. But we've also invited folks on this call from other majors like intelligence and security studies, engineering, STEM, mathematics, because we're an interdisciplinary department and we offer minors and elective courses that many students choose to supplement their existing majors with. I'm sure we can all agree that computing and cybersecurity are finding themselves at the heart of virtually every industry out there, and we offer some different interdisciplinary opportunities for all majors. So our goal, like I mentioned in this session, is to deliver this information to you to help you in your decision-making processes. We'll talk about our programs, our faculty, opportunities, scholarships that are sort of specific here to the Department of Cyber and Computer Sciences. For information beyond our department, of course, we refer you to the appropriate offices on campus, including admissions and financial aid and other departments. Toward the end of the call, we're going to hear from 3 of our current students and cadets, so you can hear it directly from them and make sure that we're telling you how it really is. And at the very end, we will have time to take a few questions. And so what will happen is I'll get back on at the end and we'll use the chat feature in Zoom to do a Q&A session. So as we're presenting, if a question comes to mind, please jot it down in front of you. And if it's not resolved by the end, do be sure to post that in the chat for me to answer. So to get started, I'd like to introduce Dr. Shankar Banik. He's a professor of cyber and computer sciences, and he is the first head of our brand new Department of Cyber and Computer Sciences. He came to the Citadel in 2006, and since then he's been instrumental in building all of our different cyber and computer science initiatives along the way, starting with a minor in cybersecurity all the way up to our new degree program. And so we're pleased to welcome Dr. Banik. So go ahead and take over, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Verdicchio, and thanks to everybody for attending this information session. And during this COVID-19 crisis, I hope you and your family are as safe and healthy. So let me get started. So in this information session, we'll talk about our faculty. I'll give an overview of the programs we have in majors and minors. We'll talk about different opportunities for our students. Then also, as Dr. Verdicchio mentioned, that other minor opportunities, even if you have selected any other major outside computer science and cyber operations, but our department offers different minors which are interdisciplinary, and you can also try to think about doing the minor in those subject areas as well. So let me start with the overview of the faculty. So our faculty is a good blend of academia and then industry. So we have 6 full-time faculty from academia and this 6 adjunct faculty from the industry. So the important thing in cyber and computer science is not only teaching the concept, but how these concepts are applied in the real world. And that's what basically our adjunct faculty, they are working full-time in the industry and they bring this industry experience in the classroom. So as Dr. Verdicchio mentioned, I'm Dr. Shankar M. Banik. I'm the professor and head of the Department of Cyber and Computer Sciences. And my area is network security, cyber security. Dr. John Moore, Citadel, class of 71, and his area is compiler design, mobile computing, database. Dr. Dipti Joshi, associate professor. Her area is in data mining, data science. Dr. Michael Verdicchio, his area is software engineering. Dr. Corey Nance, his area is cyber operations. Dr. Prashanjit Chatterjee, his area is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So Dr. Prashanjit Chatterjee, he will be joining in fall 2020. And Mr. Scott Bell from Naval Information Warfare Center. Ms. Marquita Fraser, Dr. Reza Ghaffari from Cyber Vet Solutions, also a Citadel grad, class of 81. Mr. Ryan Hammer, Deputy Cyber Director at Blackbaud. Mr. Kyle Heron, who is our Chief Information Officer at the Citadel, and Mr. John Revan, who is also a software developer, a Citadel class of 2011. And all these adjunct faculty, they basically enrich our program. So let me start what we offer right now. So we have BS in Computer Science, which is accredited by ABET. ABET stands for Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. So our program has been, BS in Computer Science program has been accredited by ABET. Then from fall 2020, we are starting a new degree program, BS in Cyber Operations. And we have designed this program based on National Security Agency Center of Excellence Cyber Ops program. And I'll give you an overview of the program in a few minutes. But also we offer different minors in the program. So cybersecurity is a minor which we started back in 2011. And that also we designed based on the NSA and DHS requirement. Then also we have an interdisciplinary minor called Management Information Systems, which is where how the computer science is blended with business. We have a minor in computer programming. So students from other disciplines, they want to learn programming. So we have a minor for that. And data science is a new minor which is going to start in fall 2020 because that's a big area right now. There's a lot of demand. And data science minor is also interdisciplinary. There are courses from computer science, statistics, and then also courses from business and other disciplines. But also we have some courses in the department which any major can take without any prerequisite. And we offer these courses every semester. So we have a course on Foundation of Information Systems. So if a student from other discipline, they want to learn about information systems, we offer this course. We have a course on Principles and Practice of Cybersecurity, which any student on campus, they can take that and they can use that course as an elective. And that course does not have any prerequisite. Then also we offer a course on Python programming, because that programming is very important. It doesn't matter whether in computer science or biology or political science, everybody needs to learn programming. So we offer this course on Python programming every semester, even in summer as well. And any student, they can take that class without any prerequisite. And web programming as well. So Dr. V has mentioned that these are the electives other students from other disciplines they can take as well. So the programs we have in the department, computer science and cyber operations. So a lot of students, they want to know what is the difference between computer science and cyber operations. So the computer science program is based on the foundation of computing. That means how to design and write programs to solve problems using different languages, using different paradigms. And the focus in this area is computer software and hardware. That's the core area. So a student with computer science degree, they can work as a programmer. They can work as a software engineer or IT analyst in the industry. And this program is foundations are on the object-oriented programming, data structures, discrete math, and then all the components of computing, operating systems, networking, software engineering, and then programming languages. And then we also offer electives on data mining, enterprise Java, mobile computing. So that's the traditional computer science program. The cyber operations program, which we are going to start in fall 2020, that is started with foundation on computer science and engineering and networking, because that is the cyber. So that's the foundation of cyber. And then on top of that, we have cyber offense and defense and legal and ethical issues and hands-on exercises. So in cyber, that is very important. So our cyber operations program is very technical, very hands-on oriented. And also we have designed this program based on the NSA requirement. So with a degree in cyber operations, students, they can work as a cybersecurity analyst, vulnerability analyst, cybersecurity engineer. So in the industry, there are a lot of jobs. There's a lot of demand for cyber operations. So for cyber operations, the foundation is again to programming, computer science and engineering. You can see that programming foundation is there. Then we also have the courses from computer engineering for the hardware side. And then on top of that, you have computer security, advanced security, malware analysis, software security, cyber law policy ethics, offensive cyber operations. And we have criminal justice department. They offer a course on cyber crime and cyber investigations. So those courses can be taken as elective by our cyber operations major. And for both these majors, right now, the unemployment rate is negative. So any student with this degree, there are a lot of job opportunities. And most of our students, when they graduate, they have multiple job opportunities. So we have been designated as a National Center of Academic Excellence in Cyber Defense Education. And this designation was given to us by National Security Agency and Department of Homeland Security. So we are the second school in the state of South Carolina with this designation. And we have received this designation in 2016. So what does it mean? What does the designation mean to us and to you and to the prospective students? So first thing is the recognition from the federal government, and which you can use for publicity and is a prestige, because in order to get the designation, we had to satisfy a lot of criteria. The other thing is that our students are eligible to apply for Department of Defense Cybersecurity Scholarship Program. So that means only students who attend CAE program, they can apply for Department of Defense Cybersecurity Scholarship. So I'll talk about the scholarship in a few minutes. And then also our academic program, it maps the need or the requirement of NSA and DHS. So that means they have given us the knowledge unit and the course outcome, which we have embedded in our courses. And that's why we have the designation. So since we are CAE-CDE, that means National Center of Academic Excellence in Cyber Defense Education, so our students, they can apply for DoD scholarship. So right now, we have 5 students who are the DoD Cyber Scholars. So all over the country, there are 96 students, and we have 5 of them. So that basically tells us the quality of the students we have at the Citadel. So these 5 DoD Cyber Scholars, they are getting full ride scholarship. That means the tuition fees are paid by Department of Defense. They're getting an annual stipend of $25,000 for room and board. They got money for laptop, books, or traveling to cyber conferences. They have paid summer internship, and they have to sign a contract with DoD for each year of the scholarship. That means if they got the scholarship for 1 year, they have 1 year obligation to serve DoD after they graduate in cybersecurity domain. And if they get the scholarship for 2 years, they have 2 years obligation to work with DoD in the cybersecurity domain after they graduate. And this year, we have received $2.8 million from National Science Foundation for Cyber Core Scholarship or Service Program. So this program, National Science Foundation, they are having this program for the last 10 years. We are the first one in the state of South Carolina with this program. So our program is very multidisciplinary, and as you notice that it's principal leaders, that's the core mission of the Citadel. So it's principal leaders with cybersecurity expertise in multidisciplinary flavor. So in our SFS Scholarship or Service Program, we're going to select 5 students each year for this cohort. 2 students will be pursuing a computer science degree and a cybersecurity minor. 2 students will pursue intelligence and security studies with a minor in cybersecurity, and 1 student will pursue criminal justice in cybersecurity. Because in the cyber domain, the skill set, you need different types of skill set. So you can talk about cyber security analyst, cyber criminal investigator, cyber intelligence analyst. So in order to satisfy this multidisciplinary need, we have created this program at the Citadel. So every year we are going to select this cohort program, the cohort group. So all the students in this cohort, their tuition fees will be paid by this scholarship program, so full tuition fees. They are going to get $25,000 per year for room and board, $6,000 for going to cybersecurity conferences and applying for jobs and internship. They're going to attend the SFS Career Fair in Washington, D.C., and they have to sign a contract with the federal government. That means they will be working for executive agency with the federal government in the cybersecurity domain after graduation. So again, for each year of scholarship, they're going to sign the contract for 1 year obligation to work for the federal government in the executive agency in the cybersecurity domain. So this is our first cohort. So this year we have selected 4 students, and Cadet Shiloh Smiles and Cadet Andrew Lindenmeyer. So they are going to pursue a degree program in computer science with a minor in cybersecurity. And Cadet Ashley Ruiz and Cadet Philip Quinn, they will be pursuing a major in intelligence and security studies with a minor in cybersecurity. And this is the first cohort of our group we just selected, and one of them, Shiloh Smiles, will be talking to you in a few minutes. And in cybersecurity and computer science, it's very important to get the skills and then also apply it in the real world. So we always encourage our students to apply for internship even from the freshman year, so that before they graduate, they have this 3 months of summer experience from the industry. And you can see that our students' internship and placement, it's started from federal agencies to the different industry as well. So we had students that did an internship at US Cybercom, National Security Agency, General Dynamics IT, Microsoft Persons, Naval Information Warfare Center, which is located in Charleston, and they also recruit a lot of students from the Citadel. Our students are placed in Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab, which is also a hub for all the recent developed technologies in the cybersecurity domain. South Carolina Port Authority, the cyber manager of the Port Authority is a Citadel grad. Site or SAIC, is a big contractor in the federal government for DoD cyber works. FBI Cybersecurity, Fish Lab, the Medical University IT Security. So you can see there's a broad range of agencies and companies our students are placed at for internship and also jobs. So we are a center of excellence in cyber defense education. So right now our program is major in computer science with a minor in cybersecurity. So that is the academic path for an SA-DHS Center of Excellence program. So in fall, when you're starting major in cyber operations, so you're going to include the cyber operation in that path as well. But also, once we start the major in cyber operations, our plan is to become a center of excellence in cyber operations, which is also another program by NSA. Right now, there are 28 schools in the country which are in that group. So, and our plan is to apply for the center of excellence in cyber operations as well in the future. And our students, not only they learn the skills in the classroom, but they are also involved with different extracurricular activities. So we have 3 clubs in the department. So one is SCM, which stands for Association for Computing Machinery. That's the oldest professional organization for computer scientists all over the world. We have a Citadel chapter. Our students, they have formed a cybersecurity club. And also last fall, we started Women in Cybersecurity, or WIS's Citadel student chapter. And this is the picture from the first meeting. Our students participate in programming contest. So ACM has an intercollegiate programming contest, which is organized by ACM all over the world. Our programming team participates in that contest every year. They also participate in Consortium for Computing Sciences in Colleges Southeast Cyber Programming Contest. Then also they go to Mercer University for the programming contest. So that's the programming contest, but our students are also, they participate in cyber contest. So our cyber team participate in Palmetto Cyber Defense Contest, which is run by Naval Information Warfare Center every year with all the colleges in the state of South Carolina. But our students also participate in Southeast Colleges Cyber Defense Contest, which is a national contest organized by Kennesaw State University of Georgia. But throughout the year, our students, they participate in different online Capture the Flag contests, National Cyber League. They also went to Augusta Cyber Challenge. So they want to keep them engaged, because in the cyber domain and computer science, it's very important to keep yourself up to date. And with this competing environment, our students, they learn a lot. And these are some of our success stories. Our students, they placed second in the first PCDC back in 2013. And then in 2016, they got the 3rd place. And then they won the Best Forensics Team Award at Augusta Cyber Challenge. And some of these contests are very intense. Like, for example, PCDC, it runs from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. the whole day, where the students are giving a real working environment, and they have to defend their system against real attacks. And they learn a lot. They enjoy a lot, and they learn a lot from those competitions. So in the cyber, when you apply the skill set, specifically for the offensive skill set, it's very important that you don't apply in the real network. So our ITS, they have created a cyber range, which is a closed environment, which has a separate internet connection. And in this environment, our students, they can practice for cyber contest. So in most of the cyber contests, is like red team and blue team. So red team is the team which attacks, and blue team is the team which defends. So basically in this cyber range, our students, they can create this virtual environment where they can they practice the offensive operation and the defensive operation. So the cyber range, basically, it's being used by our cyber team, and they meet every week, twice every week, to learn this skill set. We have a technical advisor from Naval Information Warfare Center. He also helps our team practice and learn this skill set. The other part is undergraduate research. That's also a very strong component of our department. Most of our students, in their junior and senior year, they work with a faculty or a group of faculty, and they try to solve a real problem in computer science or cyber domain. And these are some of the projects we have listed, which has been done by our students in the past few years. And you can see this, the topics, it ranges from IoT security to data science to designing protocols. So these are some of the projects. And most of these projects have led to a publication by the students, and also some of the students, they have presented their work in conferences. So that's also a very strong component to our program. So, and we have a senior capstone course. So most of the students, they basically start working in their junior year. Some of them, they start working in the sophomore year, and they build on this work, and before they graduate, they have a research paper which they present, and also they have research paper which has been published in conference proceedings in journal. And you can see these varieties of topics from IoT security, insider threat, predicting social unrest using social media, internet voting platforms, then ranking privacy in social media. It's wide varieties of topics. So why CS and cyber at the Citadel? So the one important thing is students come to the Citadel to become principal leaders. And then on top of that, if you add the degree in cyber and computer science, which is a unique blend, because in the real world, that's what we need. So you want principal leaders who have technical expertise in computer science and cyber operations. And that's what basically makes our students different from other students. That means you have the core principal leadership mission. On top of that, you are getting a technical degree in computer science and cyber operations. In the real world, that's what is very much needed. And students, they have access to our faculty. And most of our faculty, they're easily available during their office hours and beyond office hours. And the whole group is basically a cyber and computer science family. And small class size, so we don't have classes with 60 students, 70 students, 100 students, small class size. That means each faculty individually knows the students, and that basically helps us identify the strength and weakness, so we can attend that students and help the students. And hands-on experience, because in cyber and computer science, it's not only learning the theories, but also applying that in the lab environment, and we provide that. And our degrees are accredited. Our computer science program has been accredited by ABET. Our cyber program has been recognized by NSA and DHS through the Center of Excellence program. So the degree programs are accredited by the different bodies. Scholarship opportunity. We have talked about the DoD Cybersecurity Scholarship. So it's only our students, because we are a Center of Excellence, our students, they can apply. The NSF, the Cyber Core Scholarship. Again, our students, they can apply because we have received the grant from NSF. And undergraduate research experience. So that's very unique, because in most of the schools where research is done by the graduate students, but at Citadel, we try to promote this from the undergraduate students. So when they graduate, most of the students, they have a research publication in their resume, which helps them get jobs in the future as well. So with that, I want to hand the floor to our three cadets, and they will talk about the cadet life at the Citadel, their experience, and what it is like being a cadet in CS and in cyber. Cadet Shiloh Smiles, Cadet Jared Johnson, and Cadet Robert Roser.
I guess I'll go first. So, I mean, I guess we're all a little bit biased as computer science and cyber ops majors, but I really think that if you choose to be a part of the computer science major, whether you're a major or a minor that's related, it's really the best decision you could make at the Citadel. The professors are absolutely amazing. As you saw, we have 6. This year we had 4, but the amount of professors that we have, even though it's smaller than most departments, it allows them a lot more time to kind of get to know you, and a lot more time to actually, get to know people, because you're having the same professors for the same classes every year. I've had a class with every professor now. They all know me pretty personally. You get like a really great ability to actually have these professionals in the field know who you are and be able to rate your abilities, as opposed to some majors where you might not even have a professor because there's just so many people in the major. I think computer science, you always strike this amazing balance between the professors that are there and the different skills they have and the opportunities that you get as a student. You're really not going to maximize that in any other major the same way that you can in computer science. Personally, some of the letters of recommendation that I've gotten from the professors here, even I'm only a sophomore, so I haven't even finished 2 years yet. I had someone email me the other day and offer me a job based on those letters of recommendation alone, because the things that the professors here could say about my abilities, having been a computer science major at the Citadel, were just really that great. I think it's really one of the best choices you can make in your life to come to the Citadel and also be involved in the computer science department.
Yeah, to kind of continue on with that, like really the kind of professor to student ratio, especially in the computer science department, is critical because, like, again, the professors here will get to know you and kind of interact with you. And like in a physics or like general science classroom where you have a classroom with like 50, 60 people in it, and the professor's just hammering on stuff because they need to get it done, and the class is completely lost there. But with computer science and cyber ops, it's a totally different ballgame.
I kind of have like two things to add on to that. Continuing on that note, like outside of class, like for example, I see Dr. Bannock in his office once a week. I can't think of any other college where I could go and sit in the department head's office for an hour every week. That's kind of unheard of. And then beyond that, like I've been here 2 years now and I still haven't found like any kind of bottom for like the knowledge that you can get here. And you can just keep it, whatever you put into it, you'll get out of it. And then lastly, you will see me, Jared, and Shiloh on campus. It's not like a huge campus where you'll never really see us or anything like that. We're tutors. All of us are tutors, and you will see us in the hallway. You can talk to us. It's a community in and of its own, and it's a great community.
Yeah, I want to add one more thing to what Robert said. But yeah, as he said, it really is a community. Like I could probably name every senior, junior, and almost all the freshmen this year that are in the computer science department because you just are that close. Like classes overlap, maybe not so much your freshman year, but your upper class years, like you'll know everybody, especially in the computer science department. The upperclassmen really look out for you. I know this year I really looked out for the computer science major, the knobs, the freshmen, made sure they were okay. I know everyone else did too. Everyone is so close in this major, they're really going to look out for you. And what Robert said before, where that you can just walk into the department head's office. I went to another college before I came here. I went to the Kennesaw State University they were talking about. I literally can't name a single professor that I had because they were just so not memorable. I don't remember ever going to office hours or maybe once to turn in something late, but I can definitively say that I've sat in every professor's office here probably at least 5 or 6 hours over a school year. Like I have had personal conversations, I've had school conversations, like I could probably tell you all the professor's favorite colors. Like you actually get to know the people here and they actually care that you are succeeding and you're not just another like cog in the computer science machine here. Like you actually are a person. And that's it.
Thank you, Shiloh. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Jared. And as all of them mentioned, that it's a family, the CS and Cyber family. As a matter of fact, last week we had our annual department award ceremony. We did that in Zoom. So because of COVID-19, we couldn't do it in face-to-face, but we wanted to recognize our students who have won the Outstanding Student Award in each year, but also the student accomplishment. And we had around 75 to 80 students that participated through Zoom with their family member. That shows that this family, the strength of the family in this during COVID crisis, but we are together to celebrate our student success. So that's a big thing for our retention as well. So thanks to all of you. And then I will hand over to Dr. Verdicio.
Yeah, so just wrapping up here with what's next. So we gave you a lot of information today, a lot of information about our department, about our programs, and especially again, for those of you who may not major in CS or cyber, you can still be a part of what we're doing here through our elective courses and through our minors, and you can take advantage of that close-knit community. A lot of those clubs, teams, activities that Dr. Bannock mentioned all feature students from a variety of majors too that come and apply their educational experience with what we're doing. So please feel welcome to join us. If you are still deciding with your family if the Citadel is the right choice for you, have a nice talk about it. But if it's going to be for you, pay your enrollment deposit as soon as possible so that we can have you on the right list, get the right head counts, and plan for your matriculation in the fall. If you have questions about how to do that, you can pay it over the phone. There's the phone number for and the email for the Office of Admissions. And I think they're refundable for the next month or so if you need to change your mind or whatever. So it's just a way of saying, letting us know that you're interested in being here in August. And of course, with COVID-19, there's a lot that's unknown, but Dr. Bannock and the rest of the faculty and myself, we're all planning for a start in August as usual, no matter what that looks like. And whether the fall semester this year looks different or not, we don't know, but we do know that the next 4 years coming up are going to be the runway that we're going to build with all of our students that get on board with us here, regardless of what it looks like when we start. There'll be plenty of time to get yelled at and get funny haircuts and run around our parade deck all the time in 4 years. So we promise we'll make up for any lost time should that happen in August. Citadel doesn't have an undeclared major, which is kind of fun. You have to pick something, so you could change your mind, but you want to decide on your major. You can always supplement your major with other electives or minors, but choose your home base, or at least have a good idea of what that is. That way when August comes, you can dive in with both feet. We do have a summer program, the Citadel Success Institute. We used to have 2 sessions. They'll be combined later in summer. If that's a possibility for you and your family to take a part in that, that's a good way to get acclimated and hit the ground running for a successful first year at a military college like the Citadel. A lot of freshmen ask me about minors and elective courses right away, and I'm glad for the excitement, but that's why I said pick your major first. You'll focus on that your first semester or first 2 semesters, and then we can start adding in those other courses. So keep them in mind, and then come talk to us if we are going to be able to provide electives or minors for you. We can help you plan. And lastly, I guess college ends before high school, I'm assuming. I don't remember, but we're done as of today, but I think high school might go on a little bit longer. So finish what you started, especially if you guys are all online and doing weird systems for high school now with COVID. So focus, finish strong, and start preparing yourself for a successful fall semester. So on the last slide here, Dr. Bennett can roll it forward. Here's our contact information. Right now, if you have any immediate questions, feel free to type them in the chat right now, and I'll go ahead and go over as many get posted in there. But chances are, in a little while, or as soon as we hang up, you're going to think of more. And I want you to know that I'm available, and Dr. Bannock, we're available to help answer your questions and direct you in the right place. So please jot down our email addresses. Our department website is linked there, next/CCS. The admissions office is below that. For up-to-date information on how the Citadel is responding to COVID-19, continuously updated, you can check out today.citadel.edu, and they will update that as long as they need to. And then for everything else, you can search for it. Maybe it's your challenge to see if you're worthy of a CS major to use the Googles. So that's some links for you there. Let me check the chat here. Do you plan to extend the Cyber Core Scholarship to include BS and cyber operations at some point in the future? Yes, starting as soon as the program exists. That's a great question. So right now, the current iteration of our SFS program includes computer science, Intel plus cyber, and CrimJ plus cyber, but we're certainly going to enroll the cyber operations program into that cohort. So if you major in cyber ops, you will be eligible to apply for SFS.
Yeah, when we applied for this grant at that time, we did not have cyber operations. That's why it is not mentioned, but definitely from fall 2020, we started the cyber operations program that will be included in that cohort.
Yeah, and you can grab the next question, Dr. Bannock. For DoD and Cyber Core scholarships, when do students qualify for those?
So the students, when they're in the sophomore year, they can apply for that scholarship. So the scholarship for 2 years, junior and senior year. So when you are in the sophomore, and the main thing is that you have to get at least GPA of 3.2. And so in your sophomore year, first semester, you apply. And for the DoD Cyber Scholarship, so we'll help you getting the application package ready. And for the NSF, you will get emails from the program committee. That means Dr. V and I and 3 other faculty are in the committee, and we'll basically interview the candidate, and then we select it. So the scholarship is for junior and senior year. So you apply in your sophomore year for the scholarships.
And if you're interested in those scholarships, especially if you're not a CS or cyber ops major, like if you're Intel, definitely work with us and we can help guide you up into the application point. So you can advise you on classes to take and include you in events that will make you a stronger applicant for either one. Next question says, do you pick your course classes when you get there or prior to going? That depends on our registrar's office. They're starting to, as of last year, make it so that incoming freshmen are selecting their own schedules. But since it's a military college, they might just pick for you at some point. But after the first semester, you work with your one-on-one with your faculty academic advisor to plan your courses each semester. That's another benefit of our small campus size. So I'm doing advising with my students right now. Another question we got, if we are awarded a cyber scholarship, are we able to apply for more? Does the Cyber Scholars Program require mandated courses and electives? Dr. Bannock, do you want to handle that one?
So for the scholarship right now, for the DoD Cyber Scholarship, you have to get a degree in computer science and a minor in cybersecurity or cyber operations. And for the NSF Scholarship for Service SFS Cyber Core, either you get a computer science degree with a minor in cybersecurity or Intel and cybersecurity or criminal justice and cybersecurity or cyber operations. So you have to, your academic program should be one of this. So, and we'll help you with this academic schedule so that when you join this program, in that case, you have to follow that academic path.
Mm-hmm. And how about multiple scholarships, Dr. Ben?
So multiple scholarship for the DoD Cyber Scholarship, it has that you cannot, once you get selected for DoD Cyber Scholarship, so you cannot get more than 5,000 outside that. Because this the DoD Cyber Scholarship, and same thing for NSF as well, because you are getting the full scholarship, full tuition fees paid and $25,000 stipend. On top of that, you can add one more, which is not more than $5,000.
All right, any last questions? Well, like I said, if you think of more later, we're here for you. So please reach out, and if the Citadel is right for you, this could be a great step for you, and we'd like to help you along that decision process, whether it's with our major or not. We could certainly refer you to our colleagues in other departments as well. If the Citadel is not for you, we want to help you figure that out too. It's a lot easier if you decide now rather than later. But chances are, if you're aligned with what we're building here, we'd love to include you in our community. So we'll be in touch. Thank you again for your participation in this meeting. I hope you have a great day. Please stay safe, and hopefully we'll be seeing you in August. Take care and have a great day.